Hello, and welcome to This Week in James City County. I'm your host, Renee Dahlman. Today, we are continuing our mini-series of learning about the things that happen behind the scenes in the General Services Department. These are the folks that do all of the work that you see the result of, but you may not see them actually out there doing it. Well, we're going a little off script with this one because these two ladies in front of us, also known as the dynamic duo of sustainability, they are always out and about in the community, meeting with folks, having pop-up shops, giving away purple buckets. They are the best. So I am so excited to introduce everyone. This is Andrea Case, and Andrea is the sustainability coordinator. Welcome, Andrea.
Thank you so much for having us.
So glad to have you. And we are joined by Regina Jackson. Regina is the Administrative Coordinator of Sustainability. Did I get that?
You got that.
Awesome. Regina is also the person that behind the scenes has delivered microphones to every one of the podcasts that we have done on this mini series. So could not have done it without her. That is for sure. Well, I am so glad that you two have taken time out of your very busy schedules to pop in, get it like a pop-up, and do the podcast with us. So we're going to begin with you, Andrea. What is your division or sustainability? What are you all responsible for?
So we do a lot of the environmental work in the county. So one of our main responsibilities is working with our Clean County Commission, which is a group of volunteers that have this interest in reducing litter, beautifying our neighborhoods, and having people get involved in more of the environmental focus of our lives. So that's everything from doing, the meetings for them. We do a lot of community outreach events, as you mentioned. So we're at a lot of the parks and recreation activities. So Boo Bash, Harvest Festival, Family Fun Fest. We try to go to all of those fun events. And we like to talk to people about sustainability. We also are really lucky because we have grant funding to provide a lot of giveaways. So we really aim to be that thing that we can bridge that gap of, I wanted to try this product, but I'm a little nervous. I don't want to spend the money. So we can give you something to replace a Ziploc baggie or something like that and try it out. We also do on the internal side a lot of work on looking at our energy usage, but a lot of it is the environmental education outreach. We're doing litter cleanups. We're giving grants to neighborhoods. So right now our Good Neighbor grant is open for applications, and really all sorts of fun stuff. I know I'm forgetting like so much.
I'm going in my head and I think you nailed it.
Oh, Clean Business Awards. We do Clean Business Awards as well. So if you or somebody you know is in touch with a business that is taking steps to help the environment, they can apply for an award. We give out 4 of those a year in combination, in collaboration with Newport News, Hampton, and York County. And really just all aspects. I mean, sustainability can be so broad. So we really get to work on a lot of really fun things.
Very good. So then speaking of you coming in, you're having lots of fun. Regina, what is a typical day like for you?
Typical day is that it depends on what's going on. So typically I'm going to come in and, we do social media for all of those events that Andrea was just talking about. We do social media. So I'm on social media, posting something, checking for meetings, or we're packing up or planning for that event that we're going out for. So it's typical that we're just always busy with a variety of stuff, but it's not the same thing every day. So that's what's typical, I guess.
Typical of being typical.
Yeah.
Well, and one thing I do want to say about the things that you all pack up and that you give away, they're not single-use things. It's not just something that somebody is going to take home and then it will become clutter and then they're going to throw it away. It is absolutely stuff that people can use as part of their goal to have a more sustainable situation in their lives. And I think that's
our goal.
That's exactly our goal.
Yeah. And you all do a great job at that. So Andrea, what's a typical day like for you?
It's similar. It really depends on what's going on. So in our event season, we're not really in the office, I'd say that much at all. So we are constantly, going to our warehouse or storage to get materials for those events. We're going dumpster diving at the convenience centers to get materials that we need. So we do community presentations as well. So if you'd like a presentation on sustainability tips for your household, or pretty much anything, we can do them custom. So we're dumpster diving to get together supplies for a kindergarten class that's going to do a recycling Olympics, or we're packing up for an event. On the more office days, we're responding to citizen inquiries. Because we get our grant funding from the state, there's reporting that is involved in that, and we're taking care of that. But I have to say, I get bored easily, so I really like that it's different.
Yeah, I do. We do data entry.
Yeah, we do a lot of data.
A lot of data for the energy recording part of it. So.
Yeah, we recently uploaded over 900 bills for our facilities.
Wow.
Of course, I counted. Well, the computer counted them, but I was curious to see what level of effort was going into it.
I'm impressed. I like that.
I like that too. So, Regina, what would you say? What is the favorite part of your job?
My favorite part is to be behind the scenes to get the effort, the educational part, and to plan for the events. Because when all of that happens, when that presentation happened or that event happened, it's almost like seeing that flower bloom. So I like being behind the scenes to plan and organize all of that. I think that's my favorite part.
Details, so important, so important. How about you, Andrea? What's your favorite part of your job?
I really enjoy my coworkers, and I also really enjoy talking to the members of the public and kind of seeing like that light go on. So I guess between us, we have flowers and light bulbs.
Yeah.
So when they see maybe it's a product to try, or maybe they say, oh, I never thought of like the energy usage of that, or they really kind of leave with something tangible. So whether it's a behavior change, because we all know that change is hard, so that's where we try to bridge the gap of making it a little easier to try something new. And maybe in trying something new, you find something that works for your family, and then hey, that reusable bag that we have now gets used on all of our shopping trips. So that's what I really love.
I also love that what we do, it incorporates other divisions of general services. Like there's a lot that we do that we wouldn't pull off without grounds or facilities or someone like that. And they're always so helpful. Thank you, all of you.
Yeah, it's built a lot of relationships.
Yes.
Although we're usually always the ones pestering them for
Yeah.
stuff. They're very patient and accommodating and helpful. We appreciate it.
Well, and I have to say, I've talked to almost all of them now, it feels like, and not a single person has said, I love everyone that I work with except for Andrea and Regina. No one has said that. So I think you all.
Yes, so that's a good win. We'll take it.
I think that's a good thing. So, Andrea, if you were going to try to recruit someone to come and work with you all, what is it that you would tell them?
I would say that you really have a chance to affect change. So we make such an impact, whether it's working with internal customers or external, but every day you get to help somebody. And for me, that's what makes it worth it. So I love public service. I fell into public service, but it still keeps me interested and engaged. So it's kind of where I ended up discovering my passion. So I definitely would point to the benefits and the effect of the work you do. That's what makes it worth it for me. And I think what would make it worth it for others too, to join our team.
That's amazing. And that's always good to hear. I mean, especially as someone that's all I've done is work for local government. And that's so great, that you fell into it and you still love it and you get energy from it and you come back every day. I love it. That's great.
Me too.
Yep. What about you, Regina? What would you tell someone if you were trying to recruit?
I would tell them that if they want to work somewhere, that you build the great relationships. Everyone here is kind. It's like a mini family. You're a home away from home. Um, I would tell them that you'll definitely get that here. Like we was just saying, we deal with a lot of other departments, and they're out there beautifying stuff and all of that. Their goal is kind of similar to ours, so they are so welcoming in it to help us out, and they're just friendly, and I appreciate that. And then also I would just tell them, if you're interested in doing something different, and the things I do different every day, I'm learning something every day myself. So whether it's from Andrea or someone else, so it's a variety of stuff. So while you're doing this work, you're learning so much, and I just enjoy that.
That's great. That is great. So, last question, Regina, I know that you are not at work all the time and that you have that is true and that you have a life outside of work. So when you're not there as part of the dynamic duo, what is it that you enjoy to do on your time off?
I enjoy hanging with my family, of course. I've moved away a lot, so I'm back home now. So it's nice to hang with my family, but I'm usually the one that's out with my camera. I like to take photos, whether it's of my family and friends or nature. So we can just go to the park. I'm gonna grab, I'm like, hold on, I gotta get my camera. So I like taking pictures, taking photos, and my husband and I like going around to trying different restaurants. So we like to eat, I guess.
Very nice.
So we like to travel around town and try different things.
Yeah. We're lucky here. We have a lot of parks to take pictures in and a
Yes.
lot of
Yes.
restaurants.
Yes.
Sounds like the perfect place for you, that's for sure. And how about you, Andrea? What do you do when you're not at work?
So I like to be out in nature too. So I love Freedom Park, walking and hiking. My daughter and I like to go thrifting. So we'll go to the different thrift stores in the areas. If I'm doing something more by myself, I really love weeding. So I will go outside and I will weed for hours. And it's great because there's always weeding work to be done. And I also really enjoy reading and puzzles. I love the puzzles. So my friends and I just did the library puzzling competition.
Did you?
And we placed. So I am now like an awarded puzzler.
That's it.
I am very
You
impressed
You learn something new every day.
every day.
It might be useless, but you learn
No,
something
that is
new.
very useful.
Well, and I think that both puzzling and weeding are probably pretty therapeutic for you because you're able to see instantly the result of your work.
Exactly. My
Yeah.
husband is always making fun of me because I'd much rather like clean behind the fridge than do the dishes. And that's exactly what it is you see the benefit.
Yeah.
So it brings me so much satisfaction to see the results of my work.
Love it.
I love it. That is awesome. Well, once again, thank you both so much for all of the work that you do, all of the education that you provide, the purple buckets, the reusable sandwich bags, all of it. It's really great stuff. And I think that we are very fortunate here in James City County to have you all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedules because I know it's community season and you're out doing meetings and pop-ups. And I just really appreciate you all taking a little bit of time to come and visit with us.
Of course, it's been a pleasure.
It has.
Great. Well, thank you. Well, that wraps up this episode of This Week in James City County. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, please take a moment to subscribe. That way you will never miss an episode. And also go to our website. We're at jamescitycountyva.gov/podcast. And while there, you're going to find all of our shows as well as a form you can complete, give us show ideas, comments, critiques. We would love to hear from you. So once again, thank you so much, and we will talk with you next week.